With this dynamic full moon in Virgo, we will be healing and moving through this healing all together. Hi, my name's Karina. I'm your lucid living coach and a healing arts astrologer, and I'm here to give you this full moon in Virgo energy report. This is packed with action. We've already been feeling it between the new moon that happened and now the full moon in Virgo, which is happening February 24th, which is this Saturday at 4:30 a.m. This will be at 5 degrees of Virgo. So go ahead and look at your chart to see where 5 degrees Virgo is. This is highlighting this area, a completion in this area. We have one full moon and one new moon in each zodiac sign a year, and this is Virgo's completion. So if you have a Virgo sun or a Virgo moon, it's going to be in this area for you. For me, I'm a Virgo moon. So there's all this heightened emotion coming to the surface. And for those sun signs, it just might be a completion for you. Maybe you've decided, hey, I just need to clean out my clothes in my closet and I need to get organized. Now, there is a lot of action because there is Mars conjunct Venus in Aquarius that is happening today, February 21st, when I'm recording this. And this conjunction in Aquarius actually happened in March of 2022 at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So this has been kind of a little theme. However, this conjunction is at 6 degrees, not 0 degrees. So 0 degrees kind of crucial degrees. And if you read like Placidus, where you have intercepted houses, then it's definitely in a different area. So this is a new cycle for the masculine and feminine energy. And you also want to look in your chart to see where Aquarius is for you. I want to talk a lot more about this, and I might just do a more detailed video if I can have some time, because Venus and Mars don't really conjunct very often, but maybe once every couple years. There is also this Chiron conjunct the North Node in Aries. And to me, Virgo is ruled by Chiron. I know, it is ruled by Mercury, but Virgos are the healers. We are the virgins of the zodiac. We are one of the only humans representation in the zodiac besides our Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, like Virgo is ruled by its lower octave, Mercury. So they have a lot of similarities, and I think they get along pretty well. Now, Virgo is a mutable energy, so we can find a lot of changes happening. Also, with the Uranus squaring over to Venus and Mars. So yeah, there is a square here. And so there is some tension too around this Venus conjunct Mars, and I'll just give a little brief synopsis after I'm done explaining a little bit of the Virgo energy. So Virgo energy is about details, and it's about receipts and trends and statistics and It's also about getting your health together and your work routines together. Definitely, if you had started a certain diet, right? Like whether that was a raw vegan diet or whatever, we could have fell off. I know I did. I did it for quite some time, for 5 months, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I want come February. And I have. And, oh, Miss Miyagi wants to say hi. And it has definitely, I see a huge difference. And I am going back to my diet with this full moon in Virgo. And that's kind of what this energy is about, is getting us back on track. Whether that is with our habits, our daily routines are so important for grounding. What, Mimi? What? You want to be in the video? Come here. Okay, well, don't come over here then. Like going to the gym and having your certain workouts and stuff. Come here. If you're going to meow and meow, then you come say hi real quick. Okay? This is Mimi. She's my beautiful Siamese cat. Look, say hi to everyone. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. She's so sweet. But she also feels my anxiety because it is a full moon and a lunar return for me. So anyone that has a moon in Virgo, they might be feeling this shift and these changes. We've had a lot of timeline shifting where we are making certain decisions that will shift our destiny. And those are big moves, right? So there is a lot of anxiety about what the unknown is, what the future has to bring. And we're being asked to trust in the process and trust in the universe that everything is aligning the way that it's supposed to be aligning for our greater good and our evolution. Now, Virgos are perfectionistic. They see the details in everything. They're going to be your friend that will do your dishes if they see that there's dirty dishes in the sink. They are your friend that if you have the tag sticking out in the back, they're going to tuck it in. Or if you have a boogie in the nose, or you have something in your teeth. And Virgos are earth signs, and they're mutable earth. So they're very changeable. They can think on their feet. They're extremely practical, and they are feminine. So I chose to do more of an earthly makeup choice with this beautiful necklace, because the opposite of Virgo is Pisces, and they're partners, they're pairs. So Virgos get a lot of their information from Pisces. They're psychic. They know. You cannot get a lie past Virgo. They are investigators, just like Scorpios. So Scorpio, Virgo, and Leos are very similar. Change is a part of this transit. So you're going to want to look at what house this falls in to know where, you're going to have a new knowledge around, because we are learning a lot. This is a completion cycle and a highlight. So wherever this is in your chart, it's going to be like, okay, for rising Leos, it's in the second house of value and finances, and looking and figuring out what is going to make them feel safe as far as financial stability, if it's finding another job, or, maybe marketing and finding new clients. Now, this Venus and Mars conjunction is a new cycle in Aquarius, right? So it's opposite the moon on today, okay? Right before this full moon. Now, Venus and Mars come together once every couple years, like I said, in different areas of the zodiac. And this one will be affecting the rising Leos, because this is a new cycle in their relationships and partnerships and business partnerships, as well as it's going to affect the Aquariuses because it's in their sign. Leos and Aquariuses are the partners of the zodiac, and they are finding out more about what they want out of their relationships and their values through their relationships. We can be opening ourselves to new connections and improving the quality of our relationships and allowing those with shared values and respect to come on in, as well as releasing and letting go of the connections that are not aligned with our path or our values or what we desire and want, right? Now, as far as the Venus and Mars conjunction, we will be following them in their dance with each other. And we want to look out for the next aspect after this conjunction, which will be Mars square Venus. And that will be in August. And I think that this might challenge any of the relationships or test our relationships that have started during this particular cycle. And Mars will be at 21 degrees of Gemini, and it's going to square over to Venus at 21 degrees of Virgo. So you want to look in your chart for that. I might do a full-on video. But with the moon opposite Venus today, moon opposite Venus. Today, the 21st, when this Mars and Venus conjunction happens. We can be desiring relationships and partnerships at this time. And if we cannot connect with someone, we really want to be careful to not overindulge, because we're going to desire things of that comfort if we're not getting our needs met with partnership or another person. So like through food or alcohol or drugs, this is a time to look within, okay, and love on yourself. Like accessing your higher self and goddess. That's all Pisces. And we really want to pull this Pisces. I mean, there's already a stellium of Pisces. For the full moon, there's Mercury in Pisces, the Sun in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, and Neptune in Pisces is kind of further away. But there is that tiny little stellium. Stelliums are just 3 or more planets. And, this moon in Virgo. So we really want to balance like our practical grounded reality of what's happening and our hopes and wishes for the future, and also balancing it with our spiritual and higher self and connecting. So we just don't want to overgive. We definitely want to balance our needs with the needs of others. We can be finding that we might even be dissatisfied with our social interactions or our current relationships, and our interactions and connections with others may appear to lack warmth, or they're just erratic. With the moon opposite Mars, this can trigger irritability, impulsiveness, or emotional volatility. Being aware will help us navigate these difficult energies, which can bring awareness to any needs for arguments, fights, accidents. Awareness is amazing, and that's what's so great about astrology. So if you're feeling attacked or abused, this could trigger a fight or a flight response, which is an opportunity to get out of a dangerous environment or a dangerous situation. Now, the Virgo energy is a good time for helping others and with similar difficulties as well, and being of service to others. So if you have a friend in need, go help them out. If they're feeling lonely, schedule a date. Feeding the homeless, helping a homeless guy out. It's a good time to also release control and understand our limitations. With Saturn sitting there, we're feeling the limitations of what exactly we could do, limits of finances, limits of, responsibility, limitations of work, when we just want to let go and have fun and go on a road trip or something, right? Release control, and we're being asked to live in the moment and manifest abundant flow into your life. Let that Pisces energy come in. Virgo's always trying to control things, but Pisces asks us to let go and trust in the process. Let go and let God Goddess. Okay? I know that's not always easy, but with practice, it becomes more easier. And I used to be super Virgo, and now I've been more in my Pisces energy for quite some time now. I'm trying to get back into my Virgo energy, so it's just balancing these two. Now, Virgo and Pisces, like I said, is a feminine energy. This is a time of allowing and receiving, letting go, letting God. Make a plan of action, however. Don't just sit back in your Pisces energy too much. Get in your Virgo energy and make a list. Write a list and in a plan of action to get your life together, wherever that is that you want to go. So look at this full moon, see where 5 degrees of Virgo is, and you'll have an understanding as what is really highlighting for you. Focus on getting your finances and your shit together so that you can get the payoff in the harvest season, which is Virgo season in September, August and September. The sun is conjunct Mercury, okay, as well as Saturn is conjunct. So Saturn's conjunct the sun and Mercury is conjunct the sun. And Mercury's at the lower degrees, so it kind of holds more of the power, but there is a lot of energy in Pisces. Like Pisces season, we're in the Pisces cycle. This is the end of the winter, right? This is the last zodiac as far as the mutable is. This is mutable winter. It's all coming to an end. This solar year is wrapping up, and the new year, the new solar year and the new beginning will be in March 19th. And we are preparing for kickoff spring. The game begins. And when the new moon in Aries, that is like supercharge this new beginning in the spring, because it is coming in with a solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. And I know it's going right over San Antonio, Texas, going over a lot, but that's the one I noticed, that it goes right through there. And so we might be seeing a lot of new beginnings and changes in Texas. So I am excited to kind of keep my eye on Texas to just see what after, because the eclipses set the stage for the next 6 months. So April 8th is wrapping up a 6-month cycle and starting a new 6-month cycle. So that's exciting. Now, Jupiter is square to Venus and Mars. And this is, well, it's not the best transit, but it's not the worst because Jupiter's involved. But it's not the best transit for like action necessarily, or serious matters. Like or, you know, just relaxing, being optimistic, having fun. Make sure not to overindulge also in like spending, because it could bite you in the booty. And don't make moves too hastily either, because this could be dangerous. The South Node, you know what? Let me pull up the chart. I don't know why I didn't pull up the chart. Let's pull up the chart. Share. Can I do this? Hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can. Share screen. Full moon. Boop. There we go. Okay, so now you can see. So here's the full moon. See, here's the moon at 5 degrees of Virgo. Here's the sun with Saturn and Mercury and Neptune all in Pisces. We have Venus and Mars, the masculine and feminine, together in the sky, finally kind of like moving along, but they're sticking together. And here's our Pluto at 1 degrees. It's already in the 1 degrees of Aquarius. And here's the 1616, the Chiron conjunct the South Node. And here's the Jupiter square over to the Venus and Mars that I am talking about. And now the South Node is trine. So here's the South Node in Libra. So letting go of past relationships and past partnerships and business partnerships or whatever that's not balanced or it's not fair and it's just not working. So this South Node is trining over to this conjunction that's happening, that has happened in Aquarius. And during this transit, the South Node trine this Venus Mars, there is a powerful invitation for healing and growth and transformation within our relationships. This alignment provides a ripe opportunity to address past issues and shed outdated patterns and adopt a more authentic and fulfilling approach to love and partnerships. So delving into the past experiences and relationships is encouraged by this potent energy of this transit. So fostering introspection that can unveil unresolved issues or hindering patterns obstructing personal growth and the relationship development, so on and so forth. It is a pivotal moment for emotional healing. Like I said, self-reflection, revolving past issues within ourselves and our connections. Chiron, right here, is the wounded healer of the zodiac, and Aries is our identity. It's who we are. We're embracing this authentic self. Like, what sets us apart from everyone else? We're all so special in our own way. There's not one chart that is alike. And we have, this Pisces of releasing and letting go and embracing this new journey, this new self and who we want to be and how we want to be treated. And we're healing from those past wounds. Chiron is representing our enduring wounds, while the North Node signifies our direction and areas for growth, contrasting with the comfort zone represented by the South Node, which is right here. So what partnerships, what relationships are we comfortable in? That's our comfort zone. And we're getting an opportunity for something unknown, something that we are scared because we are in our comfort zone, or we're not sure how that's going to work out. But it's pushing past the fears and letting go and letting God. And understanding that, look, if I stay in the known, in the South Node, I will just be repeating the same cycle over and over. And when you repeat something, you're considered insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. I'm insane, got no brain. Yeah, so we don't want that. Like, we want a brain. We want to use our brain and be like, look, I can't just keep doing this and not getting my needs met. I can't keep doing this same thing and expect a different result. Like, you're doing the same marketing strategies and you're not getting the payout. You're not getting the clients. You need to find somewhere else to market, right? We're not going to continue marketing if we're not getting the clients. Like, that's defeating the whole purpose of what you're doing. You're not going to be in a relationship with someone that's not committing. You're not going to be in a relationship of someone that doesn't even seem to like you, right? And because you just want your ego desires met or something, or vice versa. Maybe the person doesn't really like you, but they just need their ego stroked because you like them. So, I mean, and then you have another person that comes in and wants to like give you a commitment or, share some time with you. Well, are you going to continue to just do the same shit when you want more? No. I mean, there's so many examples of this that we can go through, but you just got to look in your chart to see what house this is happening for you. Rising Leos, it's in your second house of value, like your money, your finances. For Pisces, this is happening in your seventh house. Rising Pisces. It's happening in your seventh house. So there's a lot of transformation in this full moon in Virgo. I'm going to read the inside degrees in a second and pick some cards, so stick in here. Stay with me. This transit offers a unique chance to view our wounds from a fresh perspective, allowing us to rewrite karmic patterns and break free from the reoccurring cycles. It is a profound time of transformation and empowerment, where we can consciously choose to move beyond limitation and embrace a path of greater authenticity and fulfillment within our relationships. So there is a huge highlight on our relationships and our partnerships and the people in our life. So the North Node conjunct Chiron exactly last time in Aries conjunction of Chiron was in 1969. So this was a step forward, healing to align the tracks to our new destiny. So what else here? The moon is trine Jupiter. I mean, this is a lucky full moon too. Like, yes, there's going to be some stuff that happened that was unexpected with the Uranus that was involved. But ultimately, whatever happened is putting you on your destiny. It's all in the cards. Okay? Okay now. So I'm going to weed the inside degrees. And I just tried to cut myself a little bang, but I was a little scared. So I only did a little bit of it. I just wanted a little change. I'm going to continue playing with my hair. So maybe the next moon cycle video, I'll have something else going on. But Virgo, 5 degrees, a skull on a pole at the entrance of a dark wood. Interesting. The mind of death always knows ahead of time each and every danger, problem, and dilemma. The Cassandra complex warning self and the world of what will go wrong. Cautioning, tempering, suppressing. You can't afford no mistakes. The mind is set upon doing it just right from start to finish. When there are hinges and sags, you hit the roof of qualms and doubts. The self against itself. The mind standing over the spontaneous one and saying, no, you can't go that way. Forebodings are a self-fulfilling prophecy. The self proves itself right and wrong. Right about nothing working and wrong to be in this position. This is a mindset to be eroded and worn out, superplanted by fresh inquiry with no agenda, no worry, and just the truth that there is death in everything and life to follow if you let go into it completely. So yeah, no worry, and just the truth that there is death in everything and life to follow if you let go of it completely. So that is literally what I explained, is there is some newness, and whatever has happened is setting you up for something new, a new cycle. And so just trusting that. Now, Virgo, dude, I've been like so anxious, and like I have so many things to do. I have so many things on my to-do list. I literally am making like raw vegan falafels, and I have everything in the blender right now and everything out in my kitchen. And then I was dyeing my hair and cutting it, and I just have all these little tedious projects and stuff like that I'm focusing on. I want to paint my nails. I want to do my toenails. So it's like, it's the Virgo full moon where you just have all kinds of things to get done. And so we need this Virgo energy to get it all done and do it right. Do it the right way the first time. That's why it takes so long. So that's one thing that I also encourage, is anyone that's starting anything new and they're just like waiting for perfection. I'll tell you right now, nothing is going to be perfect, and you're always going to learn something in a new adventure. So don't wait until you know it all, or wait until you've furthered your, you got all like everything. Look, we are always learning and we're always evolving. You got to live in the moment and start today. So if it's that you want to start a blog or you want to start a YouTube channel, just get the computer, get the ring light, and start one video. Just do one video. You're just going to get better and better. Better speaking, better equipment, better understanding of how this all works. So just get started and don't be hard on yourself. Oh my God. Okay, so one popped out, but there was like other ones that flipped over. I'm picking tarot cards out of this. So what I'll do is I'll read the Hierophant, because that's the one that popped out. And then I got 3 of Swords and the High Priestess. I picked my own card. This is number 2, and that's my life path number. So for me, I know. Okay, the Hierophant. Look at these cards. This is cool. It's like you're chosen. You're getting sucked up into a new path or a new timeline. That's what it looks like to me. I find freedom within structure. Ooh, Saturn's there too. Might be a good card. Containers, conversations, boundaries, and structures. The Hierophant calls on you to find liberation within structure. Nothing can limit your vast core, for you are inherently free. At this time, boundaries can support the construction of a vessel that freedom flourishes in. Infinity is always contained in some way. As the skin holds our limitless beings, the frame of the piece of art encapsulates its creativity, and the darkness captures light. There is real radiance and expansion to be gained from getting to know wisdom that has persisted through the years. Now, customs that have stood the test of time. At the very least, being part of one universal consciousness, traditions have something to teach us about the dimensions we find ourselves in. The Hierophant asks you to start with what's been established as real and true. You might lean in to recognized and more entrenched processes at this time, like pyramids. These systems may simply serve as a base to build out your growth. This structure doesn't have to be rigid. Now, the shadow aspect for this card, which I pulled it up upright, so this might apply to some, but not all. The rules feel outdated and stiff, and you want to break free. The reversed Hierophant teaches you that there is always room for expansion, and some systems that once held possibility in time no longer serve you. So it's only healthy to update and evolve beyond what's no longer working, whether that's an internal or an external process. Instead of challenging a boundary for the sake of it, consider what value it teaches you before dissolving it. And in the end, feeling free is an internal process that you can trust your inner wisdom to guide you towards it. Play with structure. Perhaps you give yourself a limited amount of time to complete a task, a boundary within which to create an art piece or a specific bedtime. So yeah, I mean, this is a good card because it's also asking you to ground and be practical and create the steps needed to achieve your goals, and not just sit back and just dream and, think that things are going to happen. So that was a 5, and that was the degree of this moon. And then the 11, which is the High Priestess, which is an 11 card. It's the 11. And yeah. What's the masculine and feminine, which is conjunct. So this is going to be a good card. Trust, intuition, dreams, and higher consciousness. That's so Pisces, right? You are ready to evolve to new levels of consciousness. The High Priestess knows how to connect to her her innate truth and let it guide her, which makes her infinitely powerful. She tunes out external noise and unoriginal thoughts. A master of intuition and psychic ability, she invites you to embrace your own internal terrain and act from its vast night sky of wisdom. The High Priestess empowers you to instinctively access your subconscious potential while still remaining in the physical world. Sometimes you need to close your eyes to really see. You'll find that all you need to know and has always been is already there, readily available to you. Discern your dreams, teachings, and listen to your gut. They speak to you for a reason. So the tip for this card is start a dream journal and analyze your dreams over time. Meditate on them during the day. So yeah, I started mine in 2014 and it is life-changing. I definitely highly recommend. Now, the 3 of Swords. Let's see. 3 of Swords. This is all about, and it's upright. It looks like Saturn, and Saturn's involved grief, heartbreak, separation, and pain. So there is a lot of relationships that we're having to let go of, and there will be new ones coming in. You're making room for this. You have endured the piercing pain inflicted by many metaphorical swords, and at last the sensation is fading as your wounds start to mend. Reflect on what they have taught you. Stand tall as you integrate difficulty difficult lessons. Pain has grown you. So I always say that pain is weakness leaving the body. And so we grow. Still raw from the experience, practice caution in how you treat yourself. Tend to yourself with care. You are always absorbing. Tread carefully. Be kind to yourself to garner the effects in every area of your life. Healing is a spherical process. The tip for this is give yourself a window of time to listen to sad songs, journal, take long baths, and call a friend. Make a point of letting that ache pass through you and set the intention to release it. I love that. All right. Those are actually perfect cards for this. I think I'll pick one more from the Gaia deck because we had 3 cards pop out for the tarot. So this is the Gaia deck because this is an earth sign, our Virgo, Virgin, Harvest. So whatever we harvested last Virgo season, so in September, it's completing. August and September, and now we're coming up on a new cycle. So then we can have our harvest this time. Okay, here it is. Evolution. Earth changes, climate changes, and transformation. I know there is going to be a lot of shifts, like I said, with the sun flipping polarity, a lot of action happening with the sun, and because we have a magnetic North Pole shift on Earth, our magnetic field is really weak, so we're feeling it. So there's definitely more shifts like earthquakes and tsunamis and like all that not so fun stuff. But we're gonna all get through it, and yeah, we never die. Anyways, we just transfer. The evolution, Earth changes, climate changes, and transformation. Our world is cradled in a cosmic ocean of love, surrounded by an infinite universe, governed by a higher force greater than our human mind can know or comprehend. You are a forever changing image, forever transforming on our journey through eternity. Yes, the climate is changing, and yes, the earth is transforming, and this has always been so, and this will always continue. We are governed by a will greater than our own, or are we the architects of our own future? This we do not know for sure, but one thing is certain. Whether we like it or not, our precious planet will continue to transform. From the stars we are born, and to the stars we shall transform. Like I said, be mindful of Mother Earth. Virgo. To consider and kind to her, but do not fear her changing nature. For just like us, she is transforming to ever greater light. So that's beautiful. Just giving us peace that everything is shifting and changing, even our earth, even us. And I will pick one making magic meditation card so you can meditate. Oh my God, are you serious? Earth came out. This is an earth full moon. How beautiful is that? So ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in time of chaos. So you can meditate on this, which is the symbol for earth. All right, guys, thank you for sticking around. If you're still around, please comment below maybe just the things that you are manifesting for this completion of full moon. And also maybe hit the like button or the share button if you know someone that would be benefiting from this video. And I am doing, let's see, my next paint and sip in March. Let me pull that up real quick so I could let y'all know. I really want to see all my peeps there. All right, let's see. March Shh. Oh, I haven't put it up yet. I'm going to have to put it up. I just have the flyer though. I think it's March 17th. No, March 10th. So March 10th at 2 o'clock, William Welch Wines Tasting Room, downtown Martinez. We will be painting for the new moon in Pisces, and that's the next moon cycle. And we're going to be doing like a water theme. It's $55. It includes your glass of a nice wine by William Welch Wines and a 3-hour paint session with me. And I'll talk a little bit about the astrology and the energy in the air to try to like get you guys like in your creativeness to paint. And it's a lot of fun. So come join me if you're interested. I do have an Eventbrite. You can go join my group over there. I have a meetup too, Astro Paint and Sip. That's what it's called. And if you would like to hold your seat, because space always fills up pretty quickly, you can go over to my Venmo and Venmo $55 at Lucid Living Coach, Karina Aragon, and just write the date of the paint and sip, which is March 10th, and I'll know to put you on the list. Is there any other announcements? If you would like a personal reading from me, you can go over to my website at www.lucidlivingmovement.com, and you can go to the astrology section. If you're interested in life coaching, I have packages in life coaching. And yeah, I am kind of glad that this full moon is actually coming to an end, because it was very intense for me, and full moons are usually felt before the full moon completes, and new moons you usually see that and feel those new beginnings after the new moon. So I've definitely have been feeling this full moon in Virgo, and I hope you guys have a great new beginning, releasing and allowing things to come in, knowing your value, and really aligning with the partners that respect you, appreciate you, and treat you well. And treat your own damn self well, right? Like exercise, eat healthy, raw, get outside, join a gym, and go through that damn to-do list and get your finances in order. And I think you'll do good on this full moon. So peace out, your Lucid Living Coach. See you next time.